30 minutes, we'll get you a roundup of the top 60 stories from across the nation and the world. I'm Akshita Nandagopal, and let's get started. In a stunning move amidst the Mandir debate, Yogi Adityanath plans to announce a mega Sardar-type statue of Lord Ram in Ayodhya this Diwali. Yogi Adityanath, who's planning a slew of events in Ayodhya this Diwali, is expected to make a series of announcements with regards to a Lord Ram statue and various other initiatives around it. RSS, which has been demanding an ordinance on Mandir, has now warned of a 1992-like movement if the delay continues. Top RSS leader Bhayaji Joshi made the comment in a press conference after Shah's and Mohan Bhagwat's meeting. In his press conference, the top RSS leader also said that delay is an insult to thousands of Hindus who are waiting for the Ram Mandir in Ayodhya. RSS's warning of a movement similar to the 1992 agitation came after a 3-hour meeting between Mohan Bhagwat and Amit Shah in Mumbai. Sources tell Republic TV that the discussion was primarily centered around the Mandir strategy. Rajya Sabha MP Rakesh Sinha, who's likely to introduce a private member's bill on Mandir in Parliament, while speaking on the delay, said that the case should be expedited immediately. Shiv Sena Chief Uddhav Thackeray today dared the RSS to build pressure on the Modi government to bring an ordinance on the Ram Mandir issue. Supreme Court, while citing a 13-year delay, today dismissed the CBI plea challenging the discharge of Hinduja brothers in the Bofors case. In court, the CBI put on record the Bofors appeal was prepared way back in 2005 but was blocked by the Congress. It stated that the law officers, along with government officials, had denied permission to the CBI to go ahead and file the appeal. And earlier today, Rahul Gandhi repeated the Rafale attack, accusing the Dassault CEO of lying to protect the Ambanis. He levelled a fresh kickback charge. Reliance also issued a statement calling his comment absolute lies and distortion. Moving on, in a major push for the MSME sector, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has launched an e-portal that will sanction loans to an MSME firm in a matter of 59 minutes. Prime Minister also added that a loan option for GST-registered firms will now be available through the GST portal itself. After jumping by 23 notches in the World Bank rankings, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has set a fresh target of reaching the top 50 in the Ease of Doing Business Index. Finance Minister Arun Jaitley has said that if Indians worked in a focused manner, then below 50 rank was attainable. A day after the killing of a BJP leader by Hizbul Mujahideen, Section 144 has been imposed in Jammu's Kishtwar. The authorities imposed a curfew after terrorists launched an attack on the BJP State Secretary Anil Parihar and his brother last night. The army has also been deployed in Kishtwar to maintain law and order. All precautions are being taken to ensure violence doesn't break out after Parihar's killing. Meanwhile, Congress's Saifuddin Soz has questioned the fight on terror, claiming that if AFSPA is removed in Kashmir, the situation in the valley will improve. Anil Parihar's PSOs have been detained by the police for questioning. The PSOs were reportedly not present with the BJP leader when the killing took place. They're being questioned as to exactly where they were last night. Even as condolences poured in from across the country, the JKNPP staged a protest in the national capital demanding action against the terrorists involved in the attack. Mamata Banerjee's nephew and TMC Youth Congress President Abhishek Banerjee organized a protest rally in Kolkata against the brutal killings of civilians in Assam. Remember, 5 Bengali daily wage workers were killed allegedly by Ulfa terrorists in Assam's Tinsukia district. The Ulfa terror organization released a statement denying involvement in the attack that took place in Assam's Tinsukia. Assam Chief Minister Sarbananda Sonowal came out and condemned the attack, also promising strict action against the attackers. This even as West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee has linked the incident with the NRC issue. Terror mastermind Syed Salahuddin addressed a public rally in Islamabad and brazenly issued a dare to Imran Khan. Emboldened possibly by the lack of action on terrorists, Salahuddin took on the Pakistan government and also rigged up Kashmir. Even as Congress stares at a crisis in poll-bound Madhya Pradesh with Scindia and Digvijay fighting it out, Sonia Gandhi now intervened, chairing a meet in the national capital. Digvijay and Scindia were called individually for a meet with the leadership. Another journalist has spoken out against former Minister MJ Akbar. The US-based woman journalist Pallavi Gogoi has accused Akbar of raping her when she was working under him in Delhi. MJ Akbar, meanwhile, has issued a statement denying the rape charge. He said that his relationship with journalist Pallavi Gogoi was consensual. Meanwhile, MJ Akbar's wife also broke her silence on the allegations, calling the rape accusation a lie. She backed her husband's statement, saying that Pallavi was in a consensual relationship with the former minister. Even as Navjot Singh Sidhu skipped the summons issued to him by the railway police in the Amritsar train tragedy probe, the Congress leader claimed he would help the victims and their families with any assistance needed. AMMK leader TTV Dinakaran has said that he is open to an alliance with the Congress. Dinakaran has, however, said that Congress must dump the DMK if they want to ally with him. Also getting you the latest in the Malegaon blast case, a list of 286 witnesses, 102 punch witnesses and 216 documents have been submitted before the Special NIA court. The next date of hearing is 12th October. Union Minister Virendra Kumar Khatak was garroted in his constituency Chhatarpur in Delhi. Locals snubbed their MP and asked him to return to his residence as they claim that he's done nothing to help them or develop the area. Top Navy commanders met today and undertook a review of its modernization plan. The new plan includes induction of various aircraft carriers, nuclear-powered submarines and revitalization of the aviation sector. DMK President M.K. Stalin hinted at joining the Mahagathbandhan, welcoming Rahul Gandhi's meet with Chandrababu Naidu. Stalin said there was a need for all parties to unite against the BJP. A special NIA court has issued a non-bailable warrant against terrorists Hafiz Saeed and Syed Salahuddin in the Jammu and Kashmir terror funding case. Pakistan Foreign Minister Mahmood Qureshi preached to India again to review its confrontation policy, stating that India's aggressive stand has come in the light of upcoming elections. Moving on, the Bombay High Court has dismissed a plea questioning the CBI's decision to not challenge the discharge of BJP President Amit Shah in the Sohrabuddin encounter case. The Apex Court has refused to entertain petitions challenging the Triple Talaq ordinance. The top court added that ordinance in the matter will be considered by the Parliament. Some relief for P. Chidambaram. The Madras High Court has in fact quashed sanction order for criminal prosecution against the former finance minister, his wife, son and daughter under the Black Money Act. In political news, the BJP has released its first list of 177 candidates for the upcoming Madhya Pradesh elections in the state. Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan will be contesting from Budni. Ahead of the Chhattisgarh polls, Congress workers created ruckus during ticket distribution in Raipur and Bilaspur. A verbal spat over the Raipur South seat turned into an ugly, violent fight. A Delhi court has granted bail to former BSP MP's son Ashish Pandey, who was, remember, arrested for brandishing a gun at guests in a five-star hotel in Delhi. He's been granted bail with a personal bond and surety of 50,000 rupees. A major tragedy was averted after police defused an IED planted by terrorists in South Kashmir's Pulwama. The IED, weighing around 5 kgs, could have otherwise caused significant damage.
Debating tonight. Arnab debates at 9 p.m. Debating tonight. Arnab debates at 10 p.m.
Welcome back. Getting you the latest international news now. Pakistan's Prime Minister Imran Khan met President Xi Jinping in Beijing amid concerns over Pakistan's growing fiscal crisis. China has in total pledged over $60 billion to Pakistan in the form of loans and investments. A Japanese journalist returned after over 3 years of captivity in Syria as he was kidnapped as soon as he crossed the border. He said that he went to Syria in June 2015 to see what was really happening and how the conflict affected ordinary people, including women, children and soldiers. Roads were blocked and protests were demonstrated as religious parties continue to protest amid efforts by the government to defuse the situation. Pakistan's Supreme Court overturned, remember, the 2010 conviction of Asia Bibi on charges of blasphemy, to which these protests were carried out by religious groups. Moving on, Indonesian President Joko Widodo visited the Rescuers Command post in Jakarta, where he inspected the debris recovered from the Lion Air crash. The Chinese Foreign Minister said that President Donald Trump and his Chinese counterpart Xi Jinping have held positive trade talks over a phone call. The two leaders agreed to strengthen economic exchange with each other, and President Trump wished that US wants to expand its exports to China. Turkish and United States armed forces are conducting joint patrols around the Syrian town of Manbij as part of an agreement that aimed to ease tensions between the two NATO allies. Turkish military advanced into northern Syria over the past 2 years, which have put US forces directly in the path of advancing troops from Turkey. Donald Trump Jr. campaigned with US Senate candidate Martha McSally in a friendly Republican stronghold in Metro Phoenix for the seat being vacated by Republican Senator Jeff Flake. Trump Jr.'s speech focused heavily on touting his father's leadership and complaining that news organizations don't treat conservatives fairly. Residents of the Afghan capital in Kabul grappled with the aftermath of a massive fire that destroyed hundreds of stores overnight. This happened at a market in central Kabul. No casualties, fortunately, were reported. 7 people were rushed to a hospital after a car struck students at a school bus stop in Tampa, in Florida. It was the 5th time in 3 days that children were hurt or worse at a bus stop. Thunderstorms with damaging winds, flooding, downpours, hail and tornadoes threatened lives and property in the southern United States and will continue through the weekend. A potent storm system traveling across the southern part from California enhanced the thunderstorms and led to an outbreak of severe weather. Over to sports news, where Indian shuttler Shubhankar Dey shocked badminton legend Lin Dan to enter the quarter-finals of the Open Badminton Championship in Germany. World number 64 Shubhankar took just 45 minutes to upstage the current world number 12, who has 5 World Championship titles and 2 Olympic gold medals to his name. The updated ICC ODI rankings saw Virat Kohli strengthen his grip over the top position in the batsman rankings further. Kohli aggregated 453 runs in the series, which earned him 15 points to lift him to 899 points. Yuzvendra Chahal made big gains in the rankings as he broke into the top 10 rankings in the ODI bowlers list. Chahal took a big stride to go 3 spots higher in the standings to reach the 8th spot. This is also Chahal's best rank so far in his career. Indian fast bowler Jasprit Bumrah retained his top spot in the bowlers list after he delivered some brilliant performances against West Indies. Bumrah was brought back in the Indian squad along with Bhuvneshwar Kumar to strengthen the Indian bowling attack. Afghanistan all-rounder Mohammad Nabi will be playing in the Big Bash League this season as well. Nabi has renewed his contract with the Melbourne Renegades after having a successful last season. Star striker Lionel Messi has been left out of the Argentina squad for the upcoming friendly match against Mexico. Messi has not played in the previous 4 friendlies for Argentina and is expected to be out of competitive matches for the rest of the year. Argentina will face Mexico on November 16. Former world champion Usain Bolt's contract with the Central Coast Mariners ended as he failed to agree commercial terms with the club. Bolt was on trial with the Australian club in a bid to fulfill his dream of becoming a professional footballer. 19-year-old Brahim Diaz struck 2 goals in 2 halves as Manchester City registered a 2-0 win against Fulham City in the round of 16 match in the ongoing League Cup. The win ensured City a quarter-final spot, and they will now await the winners of the match between Leicester City or Southampton on November 27th. Roger Federer's coach admitted that he could possibly retire next year and will thus end his illustrious career. Federer remains as one of the best players in tennis with 20 Grand Slam titles to his name. He is currently chasing his 100th overall title at Paris and is just 3 games away from achieving it. North and South Korea agreed to officially inform the International Olympic Committee of their intent to co-host the 2032 Summer Olympics. The vice sports ministers of both countries met and hoped that this initiative would bring great joy to both countries and improve the inter-Korea relations.